This is the third installment in 2025 trends. Today, we're talking about number 4 on my list. Last week, we talked about number 5, which was first-party data. Number 4 on my list of emerging trends that I want to see a lot more of in 2025. Zero-click content. We, as a group of users, content producers, site owners, marketers, we are going to find ourselves in a position where we used to fight for the top spot in Google, and we could buy an ad for that. But let's talk about organic, the top organic spots in Google. Especially as Google continues rolling out more generative AI, we're going to want to be in that top spot. So how do we get there is a story for another day. That's number 1 on my list, is optimizing your site for AI. If we think about zero-click content and what it means that you and me and every business like us, we're going to be fighting for AI mention. We want to show up there. Wow, what happens if we show up there though? What does the user do? Do they go to our website? Do they search again? Do they dig around? There are no links. There are in Google, but if you go to ChatGPT or Perplexity, there's not a list of links to follow up on. Yes, there are citations and you can click through on those, but we're not conditioned to do that yet, and nor do we have direct ads related to those things. So we're in a funny spot. So if we think about this and we think about how interactive the SERPs are going to become, I fully expect Google and their generative AI experience to give us an opportunity to refine our answers like we've gotten accustomed to in ChatGPT. How would you like it if Google gave you an answer and you got to refine it? No, give me more about this. Give me less that, more this. I think that's going to be a next generation of Google's AI. And how powerful is it going to be when you and I and every company like us are up there in those search results being mentioned in there? When you think about using zero-click content for the greater good of your business, think about branding. When you're creating content now, this is about content creation, which in and of itself is a bit of optimization. I'm not going to pretend it's not. But add your brand, insert logos, simple calls to action, highlight people that are close to and have a lot to say about your business. Is there an engineer whose voice it gets heard quite a bit? Write about the engineer. Weave them into the content and the answers. When Google's displaying that, it'll say Steve Kroll of Be Found Online. Now, my name is first person in that AI-generated content. Do I need a click? I'd love a click. Do I want to attribute it? I'd love to attribute it. But mere mention of your name in lights, so to speak, repeatedly, is going to help you build a relationship and ultimately trust with your audience. So as you're crafting your content heading into 2025 and throughout 2025, make sure that you're using those things that spell out who you are as a brand, a business, or a product. Include those, and if you include those things in this land of zero-click content, you're going to create some general brand awareness, and hopefully, as this continues to evolve, you will find your way to conversions from that zero-click content. If you include those things in your content, and you are fortunate enough to be shown in the generative AI results, whether it's ChatGPT, Perplexity, or Google, or anywhere else, you're going to have brand awareness, and if things work out for you, you'll see some conversions. I don't know that you'll be able to attribute them directly. And if you're really good at this game, you'll get some conversations out of it. So think about your content differently in 2025. You don't have to change everything you're doing. Make sure you're mentioning brand, make sure you're mentioning human. And also, the other thing I didn't talk about earlier, if you have a superpower as a company, put the superpower into your content too, because it'll start showing up in the AI search results. Stop by again in a week. This has been Big Ideas with BFO. We'll see you then.